Okay, so I thought today, just for fun, I'd come and show you my motorbikes. This is Jelly, which is a Yamaha Virago 535, born in 1996, I believe. And I made a few little modifications to the back end. First of all, I cut the rear off. It went down to about here. Then I had to add the hugger, which is off a Yamaha D750, because all the water would go out of my back, inside my helmet, and then down over my front. So not a good idea. As you can see, she's a good old beastie. I'll give her a start you up. She's got a lovely noise. She's 535cc. See number plate, that's why she's got her name Jelly. Nice noisy pipes. And she's my, well, up until recently she was my only bike. So she was used every day. But she's 20 years old, and I figured I'd start looking after her and just basically use her for longer rides, and instead of all the little short hops to the shops and that kind of thing. So we went out and bought a new one. So here's the new one. Now, this is a bike you won't see very often. Well, certainly not outside of very few countries in Asia. So just turn off Jelly a minute. Nice speed twin. You don't see many of these outside of Asia. These bikes are called Demak. This is a Demak D7, and Demak are made in Malaysia, which is not exactly a hotbed of motorcycle manufacturing. Unlike Thailand, where obviously a lot of major bike manufacturers actually have their bikes, or bits of their bikes made. I believe Triumph, quite a few of the Japanese bikes. I believe even Harley-Davidson might make some parts over there, but I'm not swearing that's true. But so this is what you've got here is the D7, called a classic, and well, I guess if you look at that engine, that's the, I would assume that's a copy of the Honda CG125 engine, the very famous old Honda CG125 4-stroke engine. Here's the thing, okay? This is Malaysia. Malaysia is an expensive place to buy cars or bikes. For any of my friends back in England, buying a Jelly in the UK would probably cost you, I don't know, maybe £300. Jelly cost me 10,000 ringgit, and now if we take it that when I bought Jelly, 10,000 ringgit was £2,000. I mean, that's changed significantly now because the rates improved a lot, but £2,000 for a bike that's 20 years old in the UK and isn't particularly sought after, that was a bit of a shock. So, but that's kind of the going rate for these things. Now this bike, now he'll give you an idea, the first bike I had when I was over here was a Yamaha FZ150, which was actually quite a dull bike. I wasn't impressed with it. I didn't think it was comfortable, wasn't fast, wasn't exciting, wasn't anything. But it cost about 9,000 plus ringgit to buy here now. At the moment, a ringgit's about 6.6 to a pound. Okay, so you can do the math from there. This bike is less than half the price of that, at almost a third. This little thing here costs nearly 3,900 ringgit. So at 6.6 to a pound, you can see I paid like £600 for this thing new. Okay. However, let's show you a little bit about it. I like the little details. I like these this little rear light. I like the wheels. They're very smart. I actually like the exhaust. Not the flames that go here. I mean, it's nothing like living here in Asia. Everybody and their grandmother has like an underbone bike. You know, the kind of thing I mean, like the Honda step through, that kind of thing. And these kids over here race them. I mean, these things are tuned to high heaven. So first things first, this poses no threat to them. I will start her up. You can see nice electronic display. I start her up and you can hear power. Or indeed not. So, nice simple bike. You won't see, even if you go on YouTube, you'll be hard pushed to find much about these bikes. There's just not a lot out there. In fact, there's not a lot on the internet either. Even their website's not particularly good. They have a small range of bikes. You can get like a little 120 scrambler-ish affair. Not very good sort of on-off-road style, not so good. I think probably a nice bike they do is called a Skyline, which is 200cc. I think it sort of goes out about 10,000 ringgit. It's got some really nice sort of design features. The reason I bought this was really, I don't have a problem with needing a sports bike. I'm too old and too stupid to be trusting myself on a sports bike. So Jelly gives me all I need for a good normal sort of, you know, if I want to go somewhere and put a bit of speed on. She's fast enough. The roads here aren't particularly awesome. Most drivers here are bloody awful. So I can put her along on this one about, although we're riding kilometres here, I'm riding along sort of 75 miles an hour. You get the guys on their sports bike here, they'll be riding along at more like 100 plus, and you see pictures all the time on the internet of what happens to them. So, which is not to say them, I don't think it's them as riders, it's just that there's just too many variables here. The weather, the state of the roads, the state of other drivers, just make it no fun. So, this little D-Mac, what can I say about it? I love the design. I mean, it really is that little Honda CT125 look, which you know, it's a kind of classic, hence I guess the name. But I also kind of have a hots for turning it into like a Honda XL125 style, sort of a little trial bike-ish. Obviously, it's never going to be usable for a trial bike because, frankly, this little engine here, I mean, we're still running in. We've got less than, or just over 200 kilometres on the clock. But this little engine here couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding. I've got to keep it, obviously, there's certain sort of revs for now. And I've kind of been up to about 90 kilometres per hour. 100 kilometres per hour is about 62 miles an hour, so, you know. And I don't think there's a lot left after that, to be totally honest. And acceleration-wise is measured in, well, hours rather than seconds. So why did I buy it? The fact is, I love the look, and I don't have a big deal about riding a fast bike. It's mainly going to be driven in a city. Cities here in Malaysia where I live is packed with traffic, pothole roads, so you need something small and nimble to get in and out of traffic. And except on obviously the main roads, this thing's perfect. It keeps up with the traffic flow, allows me to cut in and out. It's cheap to run, the economy is going to be very, very good. So this is it. We're having this for a daily user, or when the other one's in the garage, and then this baby just when I want to go off and get a bit more acceleration and clog around a bit. So there you go. It's Jelly, and because obviously this is called Jelly based on its number plate, I decided to call this one Baby. Now, if people in Malaysia don't know what that is, I don't know, but in America and the UK we have a sweet called a Jelly Baby, so it just made sense. I know, ridiculous, I'm sure, but hey, who gives a shit. Oh, one other thing before I go, I like these wheels, and don't get me wrong, I like the red stripe around it, but it's a blue bike, why not a blue stripe? So I might change that to a blue stripe at some stage, although I might change the whole bike to a sort of classic Honda red and put a Honda XL badge on it and kind of do it from there. We'll see. We're going to have some fun with it. So there we go, signing out.